Hey guys, it's Gaz. Welcome to the Warframe video. Today I'll be showing you a solo strategy for fighting the Prophet Taker orb. The frame we'll be using is Octavia here, and I'll give you a few reasons why we're using Octavia. But for one, I would like to just let you know that there are other frames you can do this on that it might be easier than Octavia to do. But the reason I like Octavia is because she can go invisible, she can also kill all the ads, and her mallet does blast damage. So the way the shield works for this guy is it basically has a little icon above his head, and whatever icon, like whatever elemental icon that is, that's the damage you need to use on his shield, or you can't damage him. I found out a new mechanic yesterday that if you don't have the element for the shield, like what he's showing, you can actually hit him with your operator amp to cycle the shield damage type. So if it says toxin and your team doesn't have toxin, you can blast him in the face a couple times with your amp, and he'll switch to something else random. So this is what we're using. I don't normally use vitality or health mods or any defensive mods in Octavia, but the fact that the homing missiles this guy fires can actually like hunt down your Warframe while you're invisible, I found it actually like necessary when you're doing this solo. So we're gonna use corrosive projection. Shield disruption still does work on this boss. It's very effective. So honestly, it might be better to use shield disruption, especially in an organized team. With 4 shield disruptions and coaction drift, it ends up taking like 1 bullet to drop his shield. So I honestly see that being patched out in the future, but who knows. And then we're using double Arcane Guardian because Octavia is very squishy, and getting 1200 armor, if we survive a hit or two, is very nice. So then besides that, we just have really high range and okay duration and stuff. This is basically just to kill, like, because Octavia's mallet kills the reinforcement beacons. It also does blast damage to the boss's shield. So we're trying to cover a bunch of elements as well. So we're using a Rubico Prime with magnetic and toxin. The Riven mod it's just like multi-shot and critical chance. It's not anything that's going to give you another element that you guys wouldn't normally have. So we took off Vigilante armaments on the build, and we put Infected Clip in that spot. So we're losing a little bit of damage, but we're getting to cover more elements. So we'll be able to shoot him when there's a skull above his head, the skull and crossbones, and also when there's the magnet for magnetic. Also, this has impact, puncture, and slash. It has a very low amount of slash, so if we get the slash icon, we might just cycle it, honestly. And then we're using a kit gun that has innate radiation, and then we're modding it for corrosive. And this is not any elements or anything like that, so we're using Pax Charge, so we have infinite ammo, never need to reload. And yeah, so this is going to cover a good amount of elements. We'll have 4 elements covered, and then our mallet will cover a 5th one. So we're going to have basically everything. We're going to be missing heat, cold, electric, and that's almost it. Like, we're missing gas as well, but we're going to be cycling through those. And then the melee does not matter because I will not be using the melee once this entire mission. And then we're using Worm Prime. The reason we're using Worm Prime is because it has this mod called Negate, so every 5 seconds we prevent a status effect, which is really nice for like the knockdowns and things like that. So we're actually going to take Warrior off because we're not using a weapon on the Worm Prime currently. And this is just like a nice utility Sentinel. So yeah, that's the gear. And also I wanted to quickly show the amp I'm using. I think I can show that here. So we are using a 423 amp. So the parts are Shrek-Soon, Lowrin, and then the Ron. So Ron is the prism. That's the fire mode. It's like the laser gun, like rapid fire. I haven't tried any of the new Fortuna amps yet, but this is the one I've been using for a long time now, ever since the Tier 4 prism was added. And it works really well because it's rapid fire. It lets you cycle his shield really quickly. So let's do a quick run. I did one earlier. It took about 10 minutes. I'm sure you could do this on like Rhino or Chroma and be a lot safer, but you know what? I really like the fact that it does blast damage with her mallet, and that lets you cover more of the shield. Now time for Dialogue Central. I heard there's a way you can jump out of this dialogue if you mash the operator button. It's not working.
Slow Prophet Taker's sentient shield adaptation long enough for you to do some real damage. Then,
so yeah, I'll be redoing the group guide for this fight, taking the cycling of the shield into account. because we were definitely overcomplicating things by bringing every element. But that's because it had only been out for a few hours, and we were still figuring out what's going on.
She's moving. Looks like
Like, that method will obviously still work,
middle of nowhere.
but if you are to like just keep cycling, have everyone in your team have a combined element and a base element on their primary, you could probably do that much faster if you just cycle it accordingly. Just be careful when you're cycling that shield, because you might end up screwing somebody over on accident. Just be aware, like put in chat like what elements you guys have covered in the squad chat.
It might be that you sounded so pleased about the whole thing that I didn't tell you.
So, if
Oh man, I wish you could skip this.
Those new
I think everyone agrees with that sentiment.
The shields will be impenetrable, and we're done for.
Sparky,
All I need them to say is go get the boss fight, Tenno. Go kill the boss. That's all I need to hear, and I'll go do it. I don't need to hear why, I just need to know that I can go. Alright, so let's do this. Yeah, it took like 10.5 minutes, I want to say, earlier. And it was pretty easy, honestly. Just need to remember what elements are which guns. And keep going invisible with Octavia, that's very important. Because the normal ads won't see you. The boss can definitely still attack you, but the good thing about the mallet as well is it will sometimes attack the mallet instead of you. So we got blast already, perfect. You're also going to want to utilize the operator to avoid the missiles. So see, the blast damage is taking care of the shield. It's on gas now, I don't have gas, so we're going to cycle the shield to impact. That is on my Rubico. Oh, I actually didn't show my Imperator Vandal build. I will show that at the end, actually. Okay, so we're on Corrosive. That is my Tomb Finger. Going in the operator to avoid those shields is very nice. Now we have heat. I don't have heat, so we're going to cycle that. It doesn't immediately work. You need to like give it a couple seconds. So I have like basically no slash on my Rubico. We might as well cycle this. But I think there's like a cooldown on how quickly you can cycle the shield, so we can give it a shot though. See, like right now it's shooting at my mallet. Alright, it's magnetic now, perfect. I have plenty of magnetic. Need to reload.
That's it.
Yeah, so we knocked down the shield.
Weapons on the orb.
Now we need to use our Arcwing gun to break the shield, or to break the legs. That's a pretty easy way to shoot that. That is a very good angle. Oh my gosh. And now it's down, we shoot the head.
Heads up, Sparky.
Alright, very easy. Throw it on a mallet, take care of those ads. Now we gotta get the shield pylons.
Duds? No. Look.
So if you kill these shield pylons quick enough, it won't get its shield back. And you can just actually keep your Arcwing gun equipped throughout the entire,
Shields away.
like not the encounter, but like this entire phase, you can keep your arc gun equipped if you break these fast enough. Should be all.
Shields are vulnerable.
Sweet. So the shield literally did not come back at all. So oh my gosh. So some really good arc guns for this are the Velocitus and the Imperator Vandal. I heard the Fluctus is good, but it has self-damage, which might be a problem if you're playing Octavia. And last leg, I believe. Oh, I lost my arc gun. No! I gotta go. Okay, so we have to find one of the. There we go. So the Corpus enemies that are carrying the Fluctus, they actually drop an arc gun cooldown reducer. Sometimes when they die. So we picked that up, we got our arc gun back, and now we can just take them out. Okay. Yeah, when it goes up like that, that's usually the choreography for its attack, where it's going to slam the ground and shoot magnetic waves out. Take that one right there. So see, the mallet is taking care of the ads. It's really nice. I'm actually gonna go back to my normal weapon. We have viral, I don't have viral. Also don't have electric. Cold, I don't have that one either. Maybe something I got. Like, this is one of the reasons I think that, like, it's really nice to have a team that has almost all the elements, because you don't have to, like, cycle it at all, and you're not, there's basically no downtime. Someone's always going to be shooting the shield. See, we're at 0 alert level right now because the Octavia mallet keeps killing the reinforcement beacons. Impact. Got that. Electric again. Not currently taking damage from the mallet. Oh, it cycled really. See, like, you do so much blast damage with her mallet that it cycles it really fast. Okay. This is a little bit of a rough run right now. Puncture. I think we got puncture on this.
Heads up.
Yep.
Bombardment inbound. This should confuse her adaptation system.
So we have not died once here. We've gotten pretty close. But that's the Umbral Vitality, also the Arcane Guardian, and some Magus Elevate thrown into the mix. Okay. There's 2 of them down. Yeah, so I really like the Imperator Vandal here, just because it's like really easy to use. You can be like running around at like max speed and still like get these shots in. With the Velocitus, like you might not be able to do it like while midair as easily. I've been hearing from some people it's a little bit unwieldy to use. I've also heard the Fluctus is terrible for this. Like, it's really bad for damaging his, where are these going? It's really bad for damaging his legs because it has like a hitbox, and if it hits the body, apparently you get zeros, which is awful. So I want to say that the guns you're going to want to be focusing on using for this are Velocitus first, Imperator Vandal second, and then maybe like Grappler third. And like, I'm sure every gun is acceptable, but is there one still? Oh god. Oh no, it's over there. Okay. I'm sure every gun is acceptable, but I've honestly been, from what I've been seeing and hearing, he got his shield back. That sucks. Okay, that's really rough. We lose a lot of time there from letting him get his shield back. I've been hearing those are the best guns, though.
Is this a bad time?
Okay, so we got 5 minutes to drop his shield and then kill him.
E, what is it?
Satellite just moved. Nev's crew must
Okay,
have
we did
figured
die.
our bypass.
I was hoping we'd get a deathless run there, but
Sparky,
I
we're running out of
I
time.
died. So
You have
nope.
to kill her now. We won't get another chance.
She's in a really bad spot. That's kind of like the problem right now. Because, like, it's terrible for my mallet. My mallet is doing 0 damage right now. Okay. We're at 7 minutes right now. I mean, it's not a terrible time. We've definitely lost a lot of speedrun time because of the shield generators didn't kill fast enough. I don't have a lot of slash, but we'll do what we can. It's basically dead at this point. There's like one more damage phase. I just use my arc gun to kill all the limbs, and then it's done. So, hey, you're out of that cliff. Nice. Out of that valley kind of thing. Alright, gas. So we don't have gas, so we're gonna shoot him in the face with our amp. And we don't have fire either, so that's kind of bad luck. Try it again. We have impact. Don't have cold. Radiation is innate to our Tomb Fingers, so we are good to go on that one.
I've only got a few mortars left. Firing them all.
Suppressing fire. Scratch one.
Ooh, I hope I don't lose my arc gun there. I still have it, sweet. So the mallet is down right now. If we threw a little more duration on, we probably could cover the area more regularly. But the problem is I have to have some defensive mods or I'm just gonna die. And he's dead. Speaking of dying, that is a solo orb mother. It took 9.5 minutes. And the Toroids drop. I'm pretty sure all it drops is Toroids right now. Apparently there's like some really rare cosmetic reward, but I haven't seen anybody with it. Toroids drop like out of its butt, basically. It like poops them out.
Holy crap. We did it.
So,
We did it.
avoid the explosion because it does a lot of damage. Unless you want to just like chill an operator and then go to like 2 health in your frame, which is something that happens.
Anything you think might help
Yeah, I'm going to show the Imperator Vandal build really quick, and then I'm going to end the video, guys. So I hope you found this helpful. I think Octavia is really good for this, if you can stay alive, that is. Like in a team setup, I think I would bring Octavia in the future because
At this rate, in a matter of seconds, it will
you can go invisible, and you can give your teammates invisibility, and you also like can do some minor crowd control, and she has her multi-shot damage buff as well. So I think when I redo the group guide, I'm going to be including Octavia in my team, but that's not for sure yet. So here's the Imperator Vandal build. Not maxed. Like this is 1 point from the top, but it's basically this is how you mod your gun for Eidolons with critical and radiation cold. So yeah, hopefully this is useful to you guys. Please like, favorite, subscribe. New videos coming out later today most likely and throughout the week. So yeah, thank you so much. Have fun, guys. Bye.